How is Johannesburg?
You know, Johannesburg is it is what it is. It's a place that people are always trying to make things happen. For me, I'm always in the studio trying to create and write music. So I won't say I'm a going out person much, but from what it looks like from the outside in, is it's good. It's vibrant. We're all happy to be enjoying a new lockdown restriction. At some point, we're taken back to level 4 and 5,
Okay.
but we're back on level 3 now, which is a little bit more relaxed. It means people can go out and have dinner and see friends, and the curfew ends at 11 p.m. So 11 p.m. to 4 a.m. So for a person like myself, I like to run, so I can wake up at 4 and then go for a run and then get to go.
So apparently you nicknamed yourself 37MPH so that your parents wouldn't find out that you were doing music. Did that plan work out?
Eventually it caught up with me a few months down the line. It's like I had a massive legal thing that happened with the first song that I'd made. You know, I was busy suing the artist that I was working with. So, and it ended up in the papers. Someone leaked it. It was in the papers, and my parents were like, "That sounds familiar." So they knew.
Okay. And why is 37MPH?
Okay, so I believe that I'm a spirit person. I live in a body, and I have a soul. So that's spirit, soul, and body 7 days a week. So that kind of explains the kind of lifestyle that I live. I live a healthy lifestyle. I acknowledge God, the presence of God in my life. I try and take care of my body and my mind and my emotions by reading 7 days a week. So pretty much that's my lifestyle.
Oh, that's very interesting. And how did you end up being a producer?
Okay, so my journey of composing music started, you know, in high school. Actually, yeah, early in high school. I used to record myself, and my parents found out, so they took me to a music teacher, and then I cultivated that environment of recording myself, interfacing with guys at school. Okay. And my mom took me to a lecturer at Rhodes who was big into music technology, and then somewhat, I mean, I excelled as a pianist in high school. So when I was in university, I was studying electrical engineering. And then some of my colleagues and classmates had computers, so I started creating computer music. So that's pretty much how I transitioned into writing music using computers.
Okay. And you were the man behind Josie, the hip-hop crew with Dallas and the rest of the crew. The sound, you create their sound. How did you come across and started working with them? So we're all signed to one label. We're all signed to Ghetto Rough Records. I was signed as a music producer. Ishmael was signed as an artist, and then the other guys were another collective called Shimano ECT. Dalles, Bongs, and Crazy Lou. So when the outfit started, it was an idea by the record label exec, Lance. He said, what would happen if I actually give you a bunch of CDs for you to record yourself? So they brought me a stack of CDs, about 50 CDs of music to sample music from, and we kept it going. And I created the first sound. So the first song that was ever like a Josie collective ended up on the Tsotsi soundtrack, the award-winning movie called Tsotsi, which was released globally. So that was the very, very, very first sound. And then they put us in the studio. They said, you guys put an album together. So already I was the architect of the sample the music, create a trap. At the time it was called Crunk. Crunk, and we mixed it with Maskandi. Yeah, Maskandi, which is a native of South Africa and the Nguni speaking parts of South Africa. And we created the Josie sound. And apart from Mikasa, JR, Proverb, and Josie, can you tell us about other artists that you have worked with them before?
Wow, it's quite extensive. I've worked with Yemi Alade, Waje from Nigeria. I've worked with Praise from Nigeria. I've worked with David Lutalo from Uganda, with Bebe Cool. I've also worked with Alikiba from TZ. I've worked with Navi Kenzo. I've also worked with Jason Derulo. I've also worked with Trey Songz from the US. It's quite an extensive list of names that I've worked with. Pretty much, I would say in South Africa, I've worked with about 80% of the talent in South Africa, both as a musical director and as well as a music composer.
And apart from being a record producer, you have an amazing experience working with major TV shows as a music director. Can you please tell us about some of the shows that you have worked with?
Sure, definitely. The most well-known show that I've composed for is Coke Studio Afrika. I was the musical director and resident music producer on that show. It broadcast to 49 territories, if I'm not getting it wrong. We also broadcast in multiple languages across Africa. And then my current show that I'm the musical director for is called Isono, which is also a multicultural. It's broadcasting throughout Africa as well. I've also worked on Coke Studio South Africa, GlowCAF Music Awards, South African Music Awards, the Metro FM Music Awards, and many TV specials.
Wow.
Around Africa and South Africa, yeah.
Your catalog is amazing, man.
No, I'm blessed, man. I'm blessed. I've also composed for films such as Tsotsi. I've also been the composer for a show called Let's Patrolly, which is a body action comedy, which was it's on Netflix. So Let's Patrolly.
Let's talk about Coke Studio Afrika. What is the most memorable moment?
Listen, sure, there are too many to mention. I feel like there's so many. Okay, the one that I really think is very special was a collaboration between Too Fun from Togo and Radio and Weasel.
Oh, okay.
That one particular performance was supposed to be called the acoustic mashup. So I would take their two songs and merge them into one key, and they do a mashup of their two songs just with acoustic band, no electronics. It was the most energetic performance I've ever seen on Coke Studio. That was memorable. And I also think the Yusufa and Yemi Alade collaboration was incredible. The energy in the room was beautiful. Like, I remember them performing. Yemi performed the song that Yusufa wrote, and it was Yusufa was almost crying. That was like a really amazing performance. And I think also the other memorable performance I really enjoyed when, what was it? Vanny. It was Vanny from TZ, Shekinah, and what's her name? Della from Kenya.
Okay.
And Trey Songz when they performed. I can't remember the title, but that one performance was quite listen, I can go on forever because I feel like, you know, when you work on something, it becomes your baby, and every single one of them is a special place in your heart. But those ones that I've mentioned, I think they were pretty memorable.
What is the most challenging thing about being a music director of these big shows, TV shows?
I would say the most challenging about being a musical director is the hours. You know, we are expected to turn around a lot of music, an obscene amount of music over a short period of time. So I would say, you know, it's coping with relaxation levels, like your mental levels, and the ability to cope under stress, because you are dealing with the TV director, the channel, and you're also dealing with multiple managers and the artist, and making sure that you're managing the expectation from all sides and remaining calm and not losing your cool with all that pressure. So it's a very high pressure job, but you know, if you can just go past the expectation of something could fail on TV because it's live on TV, then everything becomes okay. And you kind of put safeguards to make sure that if the one computer goes off, you've got a backup ready, and you can jump on the comms and just tell the relevant people that, okay, computer number 1 is down, we're gonna move on to computer number 2, and also communicate that to the band that's on stage and to the talent and not have them freak out and say, "Oh my God!" You have to make everything look seamless.
Yeah.
So I think that the challenge is to remain calm and just give everybody the surety that it's going to go well on TV.
Now let's talk about your new EP. Is this your first, your second, your third?
This is my second full release. My first release, you're going to laugh at me, my first release was in 2008.
Wow, that's a long time ago.
Yeah, it was a really long time ago. I was so young then. And then I took some time to really work on my career and just build all these things that I've spoken about, being a TV musical director, and just hone in my skill and actually get out of my head in terms of how I present myself. I used to be way more shy than I am now.
Okay.
I think because of all the projects that I've worked on, it's given me more confidence. It's given me more perspective on the world. I'm more open than I was when I released the last album.
Okay, and now comes Lerato. What is the meaning behind Lerato EP?
Lerato means love. So it's a word for love. So the songs that I've written on Lerato are songs that speak about love from different perspectives. So some songs about love for God, some songs about genuine love between a man and a woman, some songs about hooking up. But it's all different perspectives of love and how we experience love. And the hope is that whoever gets to listen to the music gets some kind of healing, or they're encouraged to fall in love and to continue to pursue love, both in a professional sense, in a romantic sense, and in a sense of just humankind and love for self also.
Who are lucky to be on Lerato?
On Lerato, I have amazing artists by the name of Zeus. Zeus is from Botswana. I have Kurska from Namibia. I have a boy called Too Real on 3 songs. I call him a little brother of mine. I have Chad the Don from South Africa. I have Praise, and I have Lele. Who are all of them? Most of them are up and coming, except for the 2, which is Chad and Too Real. Most of the other artists are established names, but I decided that I wanted to unearth new talent and just open the door and open the industry for them to be developed and to be seen by the world.
And how many songs are there?
There are 10 songs on the Lerato EP. There's 8 songs, 8 beautiful songs, and 2 beautiful interludes.
How do you describe the sounds on Lerato?
I would say the best description of the sounds on Lerato, I would say they are a cross between African music, electronica, R&B, and a bit of Afro swing and Afro pop. That's how I would describe the sound. The tone of the album is very relaxing. It's something that's engaging, something that you can play at home, and some songs you can take out and go party with them. But most of them is a relaxing setting for us to hear what the message is, and also just to create like a calming environment.
Is it out already? Can we find it?
The Lerato EP is available for pre-order right now. The first single will be available on Friday, the 26th of March, on the 26th of February, and the full release will be available on the 12th of March. So, but as of today, the pre-order link is available. It's africori.to/37mph_Lerato. That's how anyone can pre-order, and then it will show you the several stores that you can order the music from.
Can't wait to have it and hear the sounds from Lerato.
I'm also looking forward for you to hear it.
Lastly, you say that you have worked with Vanny, Alikiba, and Africans, and I think you worked with them during Coke Studio Afrika, right? Do you have any like favorite artists in Tanzania that you wish you could do something with them in the future?
Definitely. Listen, I am working my way towards working a song with Diamond Platinums. I've worked with Diamond Platinums on a gig on the GlowCAF Music Awards.
I
mean the Football Awards. I've worked in the capacity of musical director. But since I'm now releasing my own music, I would definitely love to do a collaboration with him, produce a song either for him or have him on my next project. So that is definitely on my horizon.
It was nice catching up with you, brother, and to know more about your amazing job and amazing creation that you have been doing for more than 2 decades, right?
Oh,
almost 2 decades.
Okay.
I mean, look, professionally, just under 2 decades. But as a person, you know, for me, I feel like the journey's been the same since I was young. It's just I wasn't getting paid to do it. But professionally, from 2003, which is 18 years now.
Thank you, brother. I wish you all the best and can't wait to have the Lerato and listen all the good music that you have put on the EP.
Asante sana, Frederick. I think it was a pleasure speaking to you.